I'm seeing a lot more posts at the QuittingZyn group, which are referencing just such a myriad of symptoms. I mean, they're going across so many different uh, body parts in the mouth, and then the cardiac effects and the anxiety effects, and just things that are just so strong in the way they're being described. And I'm not talking about from quitting, I'm talking about from using, that they're having these really intense reactions. And what I used to say with my smoking groups, when people would come in and ask is this symptom I'm having? I've been having this symptom for quite a long time now. Is this because I smoke? I would always say, I don't know. The way you find out is you quit smoking, and whatever the symptom is, if it just all of a sudden goes away, sometimes within a day, other times within 3 or 4 days. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell because it's during withdrawal. So, withdrawal has its own effects and maybe they're going to be similar. But generally, if you quit and it goes away, you pretty much no, this is what was causing this particular issue for you. So I really want to emphasize here that if somebody ever comes in and asks, is this from my Zen use? There's a whole lot of things Zen is causing. And you can hear it every day here. You can see it every day here. It's just it's causing a whole bunch of problems. And then there's problems that may have other causes, but Zen may be aggravating them. So sometimes when you quit, the problem doesn't totally go away, but the severity lessens. And if you can remember what it was like before, then you can, kind of determine that Zen wasn't helping it. Now, let's understand, Zen probably doesn't help anything. For most practical purposes, whatever it doesn't cause, it's making worse, and that's causing a whole lot of problems. Now, the other side of that is people will be coming in now and saying that they've quit and they're having these longer term problems. And I'll tell you something, I feel like, and again, I'm not dealing with people live. I'm having to take it from what I'm hearing here. But people do seem to be having a little bit of a harder time and a longer time, not necessarily for what I'm even going to say is withdrawals, but I think it's the body it's taking longer for them to heal from certain things. And, and again, I feel there's something that's a dynamic difference with these newer products. And I know it's making them more addictive. It's hooking people faster. It's establishing tolerance faster than previous versions of nicotine delivery. That's pretty obvious just by how fast people are going up at their in quantity and getting stuck at these higher and higher levels at a rate that, yeah, smokers used to get there, but it would take them a long time to get to the same equivalent dosages. I don't know if, because of this process where, again, the brain is being bathed in it constantly for a lot of the, people using it, because they're just keeping it in their mouth all the time, nonstop. Vapors had breaks for when, they weren't sitting and going all, just constantly, nonstop. And smokers never did that. But these people, using Zyn or pouches, they're sticking it in their mouth, they're leaving it in, all day long. Some are then using it through the night. This is a totally different kind of delivery and intensity. And one of the biggest things I'm seeing are just terrible anxiety problems from it. I have another video that I created a few days ago why I think that some people quitting any nicotine right now might be having a little harder time because the anxiety in the world is high. And I'll attach that video into the description here. But I'm not sure that way that the nicotine was just bathing the brain, that the brain is a little bit more messed up, and trying to get back to its normal is maybe taking longer, and that's why that's happening. But generally, the best thing you're going to be able to do to reduce a lot of these problems that it's caused now is stop delivering it. Stop delivering nicotine. It's not delivering Zyn, it's delivering nicotine. But I don't know if it didn't cause any longer term problems with the brain that may need other attention. That may, are people, the levels of anxiety that we're hearing about. I think people should be talking to their doctors if that's happening and see, is there something? Is this more than it should be? And someone who's dealing with you in your real world, who's getting your whole history to try to determine what is normal for you, what is tolerable for you, and, what may be actions you need to be taking to help deal with some of these longer term problems. Again, this is new. This is not what people were experiencing in the past, uh, coming off nicotine, but I don't want to have people assess what should be happening now by what's happened in the past with nicotine, because there's something different here, from what it's appearing. Maybe it'll turn out with time that this is wrong. We'll see more stuff come out, and no, it's no different than anything else. But I'm just going by what I'm seeing here. The way to find out what a little more normal for you will be, and what being normal will turn out to be. The way to find that out is finally stop delivering this, and then make and stick to a personal commitment to never delivering nicotine again from any source.